Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. The team was off yesterday, but we did get a bit of news that might make you groan. Bill Vinovich is going to be the head referee of Super Bowl 58. Now, you might be wondering, that's great. Who the hell's Bill Vinovich? Well, he was the same guy that called pass interference on George Kittle before halftime of Super Bowl 54 against the Chiefs. Yeah, that Bill Vinovich, the same guy that refused to throw a flag for holding on Nick Bosa in Super Bowl 54 against the Chiefs. Yeah, that Bill Vinovich. Same guy, by the way, who happened to be refereeing the championship game between the Saints and Rams and didn't throw a flag for a blatant pass interference penalty. Yeah, that Bill Vinovich. So, obviously, not ideal, but just wanted to give you the heads up. Brace yourself for that. Moving on, let's get to the schedule for the rest of the week for the 49ers. Players are off today. Tomorrow, they'll practice. Kyle Shanahan and players will meet the media. Friday, we'll hear from Steve Wilks, Chris Forster, and Brock Purdy. They'll practice again, of course. Saturday, they will also practice. And then they travel, like I said yesterday, on Sunday. And then media night will be Monday in Las Vegas. Levin Black and I will be there. So we will have a ton of content for you coming from the Super Bowl. Can't wait for that. One more little tidbit of news that we got yesterday. We know the Chiefs are going to be wearing their home red jerseys in the big game. That, of course, means the Niners are in the white road jerseys. And no, they can't wear the throwback like 1994 jerseys. Unfortunately, that would be really cool, but they can't do it. If you're into this sort of thing, the team that has worn white has won 16 of the last 19 Super Bowls. So that's good news for the 49ers. One of the three teams that won the Super Bowl in the non-white jerseys, unfortunately, the Chiefs in Super Bowl 54 against our 49ers. So take that for what it's worth, but it'll be Chiefs in the home reds, Niners in the road whites. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Wednesday. If you're trying to hunt down tickets for the big game, just be prepared. It is going to cost you an arm and a leg, maybe somebody else's leg too. NBC Sports Bay Area has the details. It is the literal most expensive Super Bowl ticket ever. If you want to see how much, just click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch. I had the pleasure to sit down with Ross Tucker of Westwood One and the Ross Tucker Football Podcast yesterday. We got into Brock Purdy. We got into questions about the 49ers defense. It's a really quick interview, only about 15 minutes or so, so it's not going to take up a bunch of your time. It is on the YouTube page. It is a podcast as well, so wherever you want to listen, please go and check that out. I promise it is worth your time. One thing you may have missed. Christian Juszczyk is blowing up right now. We know she made the fit for Taylor Swift when she was at the game. She's made jackets for plenty of other stars that have attended football games. Well, now she has an official licensing deal with the National Football League, so she can use team logos in her new clothes. That is obviously a big deal, and I'm sure happened in no small part because Taylor Swift wore the jacket and got all that attention. But it is good to be a Juszczyk right now. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the little bell. You'll get notified every single time we go live. Like today, I'll be live 9 a.m. Pacific time with Grant Cohn. We're going to get into the NFC Championship game win, the legacies on the line for this Super Bowl, and a whole lot more. Please, please, please join us for that. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.